The word is abridge,
Hmm.
in the sense of make something shorter, not crossing from one place to another. But who the fuck knows?
No troubled water.
Who knows? What's a bridge? The bridge.
So, I mean, that's basically that's my story. I mean, I know I don't even make light of it, Dr. Greengrass. It's just I don't think I've got a problem. I mean, yes, of course, I understand that I'm mandated to be here, and I appreciate it's part of, but it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. Look, I I'm perfectly in control. It is not. It is not. It is not. It is not. It is not a mania. I don't have a mania of any description. I'm here because it brings the fine down. It's like, okay, okay. Yes, Dr. Greengrass, I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm letting you talk. I'm doing it. I'm doing it now. Right. Okay. One, I am not in denial. I know who I am. I know what I'm doing, and I chose to take those things, and I chose to get caught. Yes, I chose to get caught. Yeah. Okay, whatever you mean by seeking attention behavior, whatever you mean, right? Yes, I just like to be seen. That's all. And this is the simplest way for people to notice me. I mean, case in point, you're forced to talk to me now.
Well, it was a game of poo sticks, which sorry, I'm using terms you're not familiar with again. So poo sticks is when you drop sticks on one side of the bridge, and then you race to the other side, and you have to, and if your stick comes out first, you're the winner. And so I won, and I said to Brian, I said, well, what is my prize? And he said, well, it's just the glory of winning. And I felt, and I said to him, I said, no, you've built up to this all day. You've told me about this game all day, and I expected a reward, and there was no reward. And that, I mean, and that's where this all began. Because he wouldn't give me anything for it. He would never give me anything for it. It was always him. It was always him with mum and dad. It was always him. And I pushed him, and I laughed about it. I laughed about it for a long time. When mum and dad came, I was laughing. And when we went home, I was laughing. And I'm still laughing about it now. We go to see him for Christmas.
I know what you're thinking, but I just think that I feel that in some ways it's for the best. It's more efficient this way, you know. You meet someone and you fall in love, and then you spend time with them, and things gradually go to shit, and then you're kind of trapped there, and you're not even thinking about it because it's sort of what you're used to, and you just accept things, and then it's so I'm not doing that anymore. I really think that this is an improvement, and I know we've talked about this. You're saying that I'm trying to escape something, but I'm really not. There's absolutely no reason to I meet a person, I have fun with them, we hang out, we go into it, and we spend a weekend together, we go somewhere, it's nice, and then a week later, 2 weeks later, I break up with them, and it condenses the relationship to its best parts. I really feel like it's a smart choice. If other people knew about this, maybe I should lead self-help seminars. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. No, you're doing this. What? Because you studied for 2 years? I have experience. I can make people's lives better.
The next part in the book says to admit when we're wrong, and I'm there. I think, because apologizing for my conduct is sufficient to clear away issues that arise. Taking responsibility. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I guess so. And it says the words "I was wrong" and "I'm sorry" are so healing. That's the part I'm trying to come to terms with. I get then it means, kind of like what you were saying, that having personal responsibility is very freeing, but it feels a lot heavier. Like, do you understand me? I don't know. So it feels like I'm just letting people off the hook. If I'm sorry and I apologize, I'm responsible for it. And separating myself from them, like I'm my own entity, I know that's the point of the codependency 12 steps. To separate and not be codependent. Even still saying I'm sorry, I was wrong, feels like dependency. Like I have to even tell them that. I'm giving them that power now, right? I'm really trying to come to terms with that. It says, like an example, I became a punishing person. If someone disappointed me or didn't do what I believed they should have, I didn't just get angry. I hung on to it and punished and punished. Oh. Oh, I think I get it. Oh, so like if I'm the punisher, then now I'm the bully. And they should still say they're sorry for what they did though. Right?
It's it just hurt a little more than I thought it would, but I know it's for my own good.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's a good perspective to have.
I love you. Wait, no, that's not. That sounds wrong. I I love you. I love you. I love you. I'm sorry. I'm just embarrassing myself.
If you think you're saying it wrong, it's probably not a good approach or way to say it if you are ready to say it to somebody. I'm I'm here to listen. If you are wanting to say that to somebody.
I feel like sometimes I don't know what's right anymore.
It's good that you're finally opening yourself up to allow love in even if it's hard to say, even if it's unexpected. And whoever you decide to fall in love with is obviously your choice and your decision making.
Do you think it's a choice?
No. I think sometimes people make it out to be one. Like you have, obviously. You've been someone who doesn't do that. I've never seen you even try to practice saying, I love you.
My parents didn't say it.
And,
They still don't.
mm, oh, I I finished up your socks that I knitted for you. Keep you warm. Um, you don't have to put them, obviously, just when you're cold, when you're back in your apartment, and it gets cold. Just
Yeah,
because you said your heater wasn't working, I know you fixed it now, but just in case it goes out again.
it's an old place, yeah, and everything I have is old. Things cost too much money.
Hey,
Yeah.
Victor, 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 I need you to, Victor, if you could just pay attention, Victor, that would be good. Are you quite done? Okay. Just I'll wait you up. It's fine. I'll be here. Are you okay, Victor?
I don't want to go. I'm not giving the speech. I'm not giving the speech.
Okay, Victor, you promised.
I've been gargling in there for hours.
You can't just not go. It's too late to cancel, Victor.
I'll be right back.
Are you decent?
It's a few flecks stuck in my filling. I can't get them out. It's
Right. Okay, Victor, I don't want to keep going over this with you, but I will, because clearly you need the story yet again. Victor, everyone knows you're an addict. It was a very public situation. And now that you're back on the road to redemption and hopefully getting a new record deal, you need to have these little speeches at these, let's, for want of a better word, addict meetings. to show that there is a way back from the darkness. And that is so much harder if I do not believe you stopped taking the drugs, Victor.
I was having difficulty with my throat. I was clearing my throat. I was trying to do speaking exercises so that I will be prepared for speaking, and then the sheer nerves of the situation just required me to vomit.
So, Victor, I'm going to ask you this question, and you can lie. I'm happy for you to lie. That's fine. I have maximum deniability then. If you go up to the convention centre, and as a show of good faith, as was agreed in the contract that we have signed, that you have signed, you will give a urine test to show you've been free of any addictive material for 28 days. Will your urine show that you have not taken any addictive substances for the last 28 days?
No, it will not.
Right, well then we'll get you some urine.
There is a way out of the darkness. At the church of the exceedingly bright light, we shall guide you towards a new path of purity and redemption. You too can experience the love of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who shall take you on towards the heavens, where you shall ascend into the light and be part of the exceedingly bright light. Call us today at 1-888-888-666-786. And you too can know the love of the eternal, exceedingly bright light.
That's stupid.
Yes, daughter, you have come in search of something, I presume. You've been standing here outside the door for, well,
Yeah, I saw an advertisement. I saw an advertisement.
oh,
I was just going to the website to see if your hours were wrong or something.
oh yes. And, your name, daughter?
Dory.
Like the fish from that movie.
Yeah, I get that a lot. It's not that I was born before that movie came out.
Oh, yes, you do not look like you're 12.
Maybe this is a bad. Are you closed right now? I'm sorry. I could be here. It could be the wrong hours. I can come back whenever you have a normal service time.
I'm always here to cater to my flock, daughter, present or future, but it is, of course, your choice.
I'm not sure I want to be part of a flock or anything like that. I was just looking for more meaning. Maybe find that light.
It's always light here at the Church of the Exceedingly Bright Light.
That's why I was here.
I was actually just counseling someone inside. I'm sorry if he... Victor, can you please be a little bit more quiet? There is a young madam here in search of answers. Please, Victor. Just...
I don't want to stop him from his answers, though. Really, I'm not good at asserting myself. That was a good assertion, though, of not asserting myself. I want answers. Yeah.
Well,
Is
our Lord Jesus Christ has answers, and he speaks them through my mouth. So you are in luck.
great. Do I just schedule an appointment with you then? Does that person you're counseling has come back or try this?
Uh,
Very
I was gonna wait. I'm ready to give the speech. I'm ready to give a speech. I'm ready to give
Victor,
the speech.
I apologize, ma'am. I didn't mean for you to see him like this.
I'm
Victor,
ready to give the fucking speech.
Victor, we talked about this. Ah,
no, he can give
yes,
a
yes.
speech. I'll listen to your speech. I'll give a speech.
I was 12 and I was playing games at school. I decided to go down to the park with my friends, and instead of running in the fields, we drank half a bottle of vodka and we smoked some spliffs, and then we went to the pub and we pretended to be businessmen because we were wearing blazers, school blazers, and we thought that made us look like businessmen. And that was the start of it. And I have never looked back on that moment with more shame than I do at this current moment.
Shame is an indication that you are on the path towards the light, Victor. We talked about this.
It's shame. I feel shame too.
That's good. That means you are well on your way.
I didn't even need your help then. I don't have drug issues though, or drinking issues. I
You,
I
you don't.
tend to have unrequited love issues. I fall in love with people who are incapable of love or don't love me back. It's, it's, um,
That's almost the opposite of an addiction, or maybe it is an addiction.
I thought it was kind of a codependency addiction thing. I've looked up a lot about it.
There are a lot of false prophets in this world.
Sorry. I'm sorry about your shame then, and that you were trying to be a businessman at 12 years old. Those are high aspirations to live up to. It's not for me then, I guess.
I'm sorry about your unrequited love.
Thanks.
I am sorry about that.
You know, there is one person in this world who never lacks for love for anyone. His name starts with a J. Can maybe you can try guessing? Yes, it's Jesus. Yes.
It's Jesus. Of course it's Jesus. Of course it's Jesus.
Wouldn't you say my collection's complete? Wouldn't you say I'm a girl who has everything?
I-
Look at this trove, treasures. Oh, hello, sir. I'm sorry, I'm just singing to myself. How can I help you today?
How can you help me today? I well, I saw your storefront and I imagined that um maybe you could help me because I'm a little bit lost in my life at this point, and
Oh, well, I'm sure I can try to help you.
I'm look,
Yes, carry on, young man.
I'm just looking for something, and it says here that you direct people, or wasn't sure. I mean, it says representation.
It says we put people together the things that they need. That's the wording on the advertisement, I believe. So what is it you're looking for? What sort of direction are you looking for, young man? Let me just...
At this point, really, it could be any direction because I feel like I'm at the point in my life where there's certain things that are missing, and I've been going in certain routes. You know how you sometimes you find yourself in some default path, as if it
Oh.
were assigned to you by some deity or
higher power.
yeah. But I'm not a religious person, see, and
No. I see.
so I look for answers in people, but
Right.
I'm pretty lonely.
Oh.
I'm sorry, that's not something that you open up to someone you just met at their business that they're operating.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Everyone gets a little bit lonely. It's the way of things. It's learning to be okay with that loneliness is many ways the first step.
You feel like sometimes your vision gets blurred so that you're not sure if you're even on any path, let alone the right path?
Oh. No, sure. We all have our vision blurred from time to time. It does happen. Even to those as old as I am. That's just... Sometimes your body tells you to close off your vision a little bit so that you can really focus on what matters.
Problem is when you don't know what matters.
Ah. But you probably do. You just probably haven't been asking yourself the right questions.
How do you know what the right questions are?
Well, you're feeling lonely, right? Have you always felt lonely?
In a way, I think yes, because I have a family and I have some people that I consider to be friends. But
Do you not have joy in those moments?
no, I mean, I pretend because that's what you do, right? But I don't think it's real joy. It's like when you're enjoying eating a sandwich, are you experiencing joy? When you're watching a movie and it makes you laugh, or when you go to sleep when you're really tired. I guess you feel some measure of satisfaction, but is that the meaning of life? Not that there is I don't expect there to be an inherent meaning in life, but
You are, in my opinion, thinking too far outside of yourself. You're worrying about the big picture, and sometimes taking care of your own portion of that picture is what is required.
there's just nothing to take care of because everything on the surface of it is okay. You know, I've had relationships with women.
Mhm.
There were a couple men too, but mostly women, and I just never felt. I've been changing jobs and living in different places and changing the people that I'm with, but nothing ever seems really to fit, you know?
Yes, I do.
I'm sorry, I don't know. Is this.
What I'm getting at, young man, is that you're using external factors. That's... Keep everything the same for a while, rather than trying to change and make it perfect. That's what I'm saying to you.
But what if I'm not happy with the way that things are?
The way you're going about this, young man, is that you don't really know what happiness is.
No, I don't
Because you...
because I don't think I've experienced it.
Yes. Sometimes to find what happiness is, you need to find the opposite and realize that's that feeling. But you keep changing around you, so you never get to the stage of knowing what makes you happy or makes you really sad. You just have that level of indifference.
You're saying that almost like that's a good thing.
It's not. Indifference is a terrible thing. Indifference is the enemy of many things. At least when you know you're sad. That's a feeling.
Got there. Just, did you maybe look at that? Or no, I don't that you have to. If you just need a warmer drink, cold, get you a coffee.
I've only ever drunk cold drinks. It was an energy thing. My manager always used to say that cold drinks would put me to sleep. So it was always, what did I say? No, he used to say hot drinks would put me to sleep. So I always drank cold drinks.
Oh, maybe. Oh, all right. If that's a thing you do, I feel like that's.
I feel like if I were to touch a cold drink, I would probably fall asleep. I recognize that's probably not a reality because other people seem to drink hot drinks and they're walking around. But I mean, you're awake.
It's hot drink. I like to be warm. Drink. Would you like some? Would that get in trouble with your manager?
It just feels like a bit of a risk. Could I smell it? Is that I just want to go sort of halfway.
Sure.
Is that weird? Am I being weird? Have I made it weird?
No, I mean, if you have problems, I shouldn't be offering things to you. You're probably a really bad person for me to even be talking to.
I mean, I'm not a bad person.
No, I didn't mean that you're a bad person.
I'm not a bad person.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I meant you're. Yeah, it smells some.
Cinnamon.
Oh, it's very specific. You have a good nose. But I've heard people done things like I think you have. Don't usually have a good sense of smell. So that's good. That's good.
My mother baked a lot when I was small, and she hated the taste of cinnamon. She hated the smell of cinnamon, so it became ingrained in my head. Really. You seem very calm. Normally, when I talk to people, I kind of put them on the back foot, and they're kind of unsettled. You're very calm. You're very together.
Thank you. I'm very together. So, I look together. I'm not together. That's the whole point of trying to go to that thing. I feel like I'm a bit of a mess inside a little bit. I try to be together, and then I'm just not that together. That's why you're a bad person. Not that you're not a bad person.
Why? No. Why am I? People never tell me I'm a bad person. Really. Why am I a bad person? I want to know why I'm a bad person.
Because you have outwardly a lot of problems, and I would want to solve them instead of probably being in someone who's a regular person like I normally am. I have a person I have been interested in, and clearly though they are detached and have different issues of their own, and that makes them not see me as a person, and that's the trap I get into. That's the trap. So either you're exceedingly a problem or you're detached, which could be like, and I don't. That's
could someone be exceedingly full of problems and detached at the same time? And if so, what would that be like?
Hmm. I don't know. Maybe that's normal. I don't know. Um, that's a really good question. Are you sure maybe you want to get
A hot drink?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Fuck my manager.
Maybe not that. Maybe not that.
But you sometimes question whether what we're doing here is wrong, Jesus, because I feel like we lead all these people and we bring them to a place of a certain promise where we offer them answers that we don't in fact have. You might have them, but you've been dead for 2,000 years. And now you're just this figure on a cross that's everywhere, revealed in toasts and the walls of old alleyways. And I've made a good life for myself here, and certainly there's a growing flock, and they sense that they are getting some sense of meaning from it or a direction. But I mean, Jesus, if you think about it, what is the exceedingly bright light? We all see it. It's right there. But does any of us really know what it means? Or what it is that we are actually promising people? I don't know why I even talk to you, because you never talk back. You've been dead for 2,000 years. It's ridiculous. But that's, I guess it's expected of me in a way. Anyway, I love you, Jesus. I know you love me too, and
Oh, hello, young lady. Welcome. Welcome.
Looking around.
Oh, that's fine. Take your time. Take your time. Everything apart from the counter is for sale.
Chair. What about your chair?
Oh no, you will. I mean, I'm making an offer. Like, it's.
It's a comfy chair. It looks like a really comfy chair.
Ah. Oh, well, just give. You have very curious eyes. Don't mind me saying so. Like you're searching for something. Sorry, just carry. I don't want to interrupt you. Carry on browsing. Carry on browsing, my lady. That's fine.
What kind of eyes are curious eyes?
Oh well, there's some hope and a little bit of lostness that comes with eyes that are curious. I tend to find, but I'm an old man. Don't worry about me.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried. No, no, I wasn't insulted, or I was curious.
Curious. It's a good thing to be curious. I think makes life interesting at times.
I've never seen your shop here before. I walk the street all the time. I go to the coffee shop and I walk by, and I just never really noticed. You kind of blended in with the brick.
Oh yeah, no, it does that. It does that. So we've got a new sign in the window. We put you together the things that you need. That's the new slogan.
I like that. It's yeah, that seems nice. That's search just anything you need.
Well, yeah. You know, from a piece of bric-a-brac to a toy to just some friendly advice, you know, it all happens. Yeah.
That come with the chair?
I mean, make me an offer, you know, but sometimes I think we spend a lot of time looking for something when it's all along. I mean, take this chair, for example. I spent years trying to find the perfect chair, literally years of my life. And then I realized that I'd become very comfortable with the chair that I had. Like my butt crevices here in this chair. Sometimes we don't see what we have in front of us because all we see are the flaws in it, you know? Ugh. Spend a lot of time looking at flaws and realizing that the flaws only make perhaps only less than 10% of what we're looking at, right?
100%.
Yeah. If you count all the things up, it's a tiny percentage normally of the time. And then you look at all the good stuff that's around it. It's amazing.
That's subjective though, the 10%, because I think everybody sees flaws differently. So what I see as a flaw, somebody else might not see as a flaw, but does that negate the percentage?
Oh, well, no, not necessarily. Because you're looking at this flaw and you make the flaw bigger than it is, perhaps. And then if you open up your curiousness, you'll see that the good also increases proportionally with the flaw. So percentage-wise, it's the same. The volume may be vast, but percentage-wise,
Exponential increase.
yeah. That's what I find. I'm not saying it works for everybody. I'm just saying, you know, that's how I got my chair, how I got my shop.
It looks like it's been here a long time. That's amazing.
That's because I don't dust often enough. It's terrible, really. I should get someone to help. I wouldn't want to give it up. I love it too much, you know.
You love it.
Oh yeah. I mean, sometimes it leaks a little bit, and sometimes it's cold in the winter. But for all of those problems, I would not change what I have, because it would become worse. Everything else after this would just be worse, frankly.
What if you don't have anything though, and what you think you have, you don't really have, and you knowingly go into a bad thing you could have, but maybe it's not going to be so bad this time because you have a thing that has dust, and a chair with its flaws. You have it. You actually have it. And what if you don't have a chair that fits to your butt? Or is old. What if you don't have a place with dust in it? Just dust. Well, I would give for some dust, Mister. I would like some dust that I don't have to dust. It could just be dust there, and then I could sit in my butt chair and not have to worry about the dust.
Ah, well, young lady, I tend to find then you get hung up on having a thing, and you shouldn't, because if nothing else, you can love yourself. Anyway, sorry, just rambling as an old man. If you want anything, everything's got a price label over. It's all negotiable. Anything on a price label, I'm willing. You could probably knock off 10% just for the flaws.
I want it. I'll just, I'm about to go on a maybe date. Not the right word. I'll just, that's a guitar, right? That I can take it's a little guitar trinket.
You can have this.
I really like that.
Who's that?
Well, tell you what,
Who's that?
put a deposit down.
Who's that?
You can take it with you,
Who's
and if
that?
you want it, you can come back and give me the rest of the
Who's
money.
Nice.
It's very honest.
Who's that?
It's very nice of you.
That's all. If you don't want it, bring it back, and I'll give you back your deposit.
How are you saying
Who's that?
Yeah,
Who's that?
fine.
Who's that? Who's that? No, no. Who's that? Who's that? No, no. Who's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Who's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Who's that down? Who's that down?
Victor!
Who's that down by the frown? Who's that down? Who's that down? Who's that down by the frown? By the frown in the brown. Who's that down by the frown in the brown? Who's that down by the frown in the brown? I said,
Victor! You're doing it wrong, Victor.
who's that down by the frown in the brown? Who? Who's that down by the brown with the frown? Who's that down by the brown? C G A C
No!
G.
No, it sounds off, Victor. You're never gonna make it like that. You know, people pretend to like you, but it's only a cover.
Who's that down by the brown with the frown? Who's that down with the brown with the frown? Who's that down with the brown and the frown? Who's that down with the brown and the frown? Who's that down with the brown and the frown? Who's that down with the brown and the frown?
Not fooling anyone.
Who's that?
No, the drugs aren't gonna help you either. It's not fixing anything.
Apples, apples, sweet fairy apples, 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 sweet fairy apples, 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 sweet fairy apples, falling down.
Oh, I know what you're thinking, Victor. You're thinking you've got it together now, huh? You got a new tour. Your book is doing fine. You're getting to give speeches all over the place. You got a new girl. Think everything's looking up for you, isn't it, Victor? But you know, this is just when you're gonna wind up in the same fucking place you always do, buddy. No church is gonna save you from yourself. Because that's
Not my mum. She's not my mum.
no, but she's awfully similar, don't you think?
My mum over-sexualized everything. She is not my mum.
Looks a bit like her. And she doesn't love you, just like your mom didn't. She pretended to because that's what you do when you're a mom. But she didn't. And you knew it. You felt it. Why are you doing all this stuff, Victor? I understand you. Look, I'm not gonna pretend to be your friend because I'm not. That would be silly. But at least I'm being honest with you. Something you can't even give yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, did you come to return the guitar, or did you keep it? Did you keep it? Ah, marvellous.
And if you have maybe else. I think he really liked it.
Oh, well, that's good. Something else.
He really liked it, and he lit up, and it was nice, and he had this happiness, and he lost the cough. It's not as if the guitar made him lose the cough. It's by the warm drinks, but he stopped doing the cough thing he had, and
Oh, that's marvelous.
like making a difference, right? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm very happy for you. I mean, truly, I am. It gives me a nice warm feeling inside. I mean, so much I might have takeaway tonight. That's how good I'm feeling about it. So there you go. So,
That's good. That's a good thing then. No.
treat myself to sharing your joy. That's good.
I want to support you. If I can buy more things from you,
No,
I could really.
just buy what you need, and that's the whole point. That's the whole ethos of the shop.
I don't need anything though.
Well, then don't buy anything. It's fine. I am of an age where my pension covers everything that I need. I just come here because I enjoy it.
Well, I enjoyed coming here too.
Good.
This is like probably why people like to go to church. And for some people, it feels nice.
Oh well, that's nice.
Do you want a coffee or a hot chocolate?
Oh, no. I'm having I'm doing one of those fasts. Trying to lose a bit of the timber around the waist.
Got me. Right here.
Thank you very much. No, it's very kind of you. You have done more for me than you could possibly know by just telling me that your friend has, enjoyed the gift.
That's nice. I can get something else. So the neat little figurine there with a plant coming out of it.
Oh, well, yes.
Apartment. It would really brighten it up.
Of course, you can. That's no problem at all. I'll just. There we go.
Thank you. It's be perfect. Perfect. Yeah.
You're going to be fine.
I know. I'm fine. Thank you.
It's really good, and I'm happy to see that you're looking better.
Thank you. I found a purpose in my life.
You did.
You're looking not so good.
No.
No?
I just I feel like the more I look, the less I find.
Well, that's the same old story, right?
Yeah. I've been trying things.
You said I love you to somebody though, right?
I said it to you. I was practicing how you say it, but I haven't said it to anyone since then. It seems weird, like, do I just say it to random people on the street, or I don't feel it? That's why it doesn't sound. How's your boyfriend?
He's really nice so far. He seemed to have all these things going on, but I don't know, he just lights up. He's a really nice spot in the day. And I like making him happy. He seems to like having me around.
That's
I'm gonna
good.
do this next. It's my little
It has a little plant coming out of it.
yeah.
It that feels funny.
I like how it looks in my apartment, and maybe I can get him one too to match his place.
Yeah, that's
His-
cute.
Yeah.
I got you something. I was shopping around. You know, I like to walk around a lot these days, and there was this store, and the guy there, I don't know, he was saying something about, you know, making the connections, or, and I didn't find anything in that store that I felt connected to. I just wound up talking to him for, I don't know, it was like 3 or 4 hours, and it didn't seem like it. It seemed like I was just there for less than an hour. But then when I was about to leave, I found this thing, and I thought of you.
You thought of me?
Yeah, because, you know, you've been helpful. I feel like I can talk to you, and you don't judge me.
No, I don't judge you. I'm a very helpful person.
So it just seemed right, so I got it for you.
Thank you. That's very nice of you.
Really nice chocolate.
Thank you. It's from the coffee shop. Collection built up. That's nice that you thought of me for being helpful. You know, I've just been discovering that I have this problem. I put a lot into doing things for other people or helping them, being an ear. And I kind of want to. I don't know who I am without doing that. And maybe it's because I just wanted more, and that's putting a lot of pressure on other people that they don't need. I put pressure on you and try to create something out of our friendship. That shouldn't, it's just, we have a really solid friendship.
Yeah.
But has it been a solid friendship? If that's how it's been the whole time? And then what? I have to stop it. I can even feel myself right now wanting things that I shouldn't. And I just have to stop that.
Look, maybe it was a mistake to sleep together. Because I feel like ever since then you've been a little, I don't know, confused, or I was lonely, and you were there, and I feel close to you in a way that I could, and
I know.
felt nice. I didn't think. Sorry, I shouldn't have brought it up.
I was there when you needed me. I know.
You want to put it down? Oh, come in, come in. Oh, sorry, I'm just tidying up things that move around all the time here.
You
Oh no, take your time, take your time. Look round. Oh,
got some big cobwebs up in the corner then.
oh, I'm just too old and hunched to reach them now.
Do you want some help?
Oh no.
You sure?
It lends the place a certain air of character, I find. Oh, you're right there.
I just the other day I realized that I've spent my whole life trying to do things for people.
Oh, Why is that then?
Well, I mean, I want to say it's about my mother, but that just kind of feels too obvious.
Ah,
You know, so I don't know. I think maybe for a long time I was just a very selfish person, and you know,
well,
and that was enough for me. And but I was selfish. But I wanted to do things for other people because that felt like a selfish thing to do in a funny sort of way.
I know what you mean. I do know what you mean, young man. There was a time when I think we all go through that sort of phase, and recognizing it is clearly the first step to changing it.
You know, when I was 22,
Mhm.
I fell asleep on a bus, and I woke up in the bus depot, and I had to break 3 windows to get out.
Oh gosh.
That was that was selfish behaviour, but that's because I wanted. How much is this snow globe?
Um. Oh, that's 250.
I'll take the snow globe and the chocolate bar.
Oh,
Two chocolate bars.
two.
The Twixes. Hmm.
There you go.
Thank you.
If you don't mind me saying so, young man, you're probably not as selfish as you think you are. A truly selfish person wouldn't notice that about themselves. Someone with true narcissistic behavioral tendencies wouldn't even come into this shop. Let's put it that way. You wouldn't have the eyes to see it.
Well, Lucian, it sure took me a while to find this place that you set up here.
Hello.
I don't think that I don't know what you're doing.
Well, tell me what I'm doing, because I'm not entirely sure half the time.
Or you're doing what you've always been doing since the dawn of time, Lucian.
Oh, and what's that?
Playing your little tricks on people.
Oh, I wouldn't call them tricks.
I don't know what it gives you exactly, but I've lost a couple members of my flock recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's careless of you.
I was wondering if perhaps they wound their way here.
Well, it's hard to know, isn't it, really? Lots of people come in here. You need to be more specific about it.
Lots of people find their way to you, don't they? Or maybe you lead them towards you.
Oh, no, no. See, that's the trick. I don't lead anyone anywhere. I am, as you know, at the corner of everyone's eye. And if your eye's open enough, you can come in.
And yet here I am, having looked for you for a good part of a year.
Well,
A nice place you got here.
oh, well, thank you very much.
Every time we meet, it's a little bit different.
Well, it is a little bit different sometimes, Cal, but you know, it's always mine. Ah, if you'd like that, that's 150.
Oh, Lucian. Why do we still bother playing these games?
To you, it's a game for some reason, Cal. I've never understood that. For me, it's a purpose.
Nice to have a sense of purpose.
Ah, well, that is true.
Oh, Lucian, I just, can't you just leave them alone?
Now, Cal, you know that I can leave them alone. In fact, it would please me nothing more would please me than to do nothing at all. However, they come to me, Cal, you know that. I don't force them anyway. I just allow them entry.
Always there waiting.
Well, he does say patience is a virtue.
They say a lot of things, Lucian.
Mhm.
Play another song. There's something about when you play songs I really like. And I'm saying this because I really like it, and I want you to do something like, not because I need you to. And you don't. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. I was expressing a thing that I would like, and it's not something I do much. That's the thing I'm working on. Right? The thing
Me?
that I'm working on for myself. Are you right? You're.
I just don't feel like I. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's maybe sometimes in my eyes it doesn't look like it's a good thing, but it's a good thing.
What?
I love you and I'm happy with you. I don't want to play the music.
You're saying that to me? Not.
Yeah. Who else would I be saying it to?
I don't know. Anybody else?
Why anybody else? Why not you?
Huh. Why not me?
You see, the trick is there isn't really a trick at all. People will do as they will. They just need to be given permission to do it. And sometimes that comes from themselves, and sometimes it comes from their friends. And sometimes it comes from an innocuous little shopkeeper in a shop you've never seen and will never see again once you've found what you need. It's a shame it takes that for some people. And sometimes you can only change the world one person at a time. Sometimes that's enough.
I love you too.
Thank you.
I've come to return this. Are you around?
Sorry, mate. The owner left.
What do you mean left? He was.
I know, mate. I'm the flat above. I know he's gone. That's all. He said, "That's it.
So
It's
the
about the
store is,
music now. All done."
the store is closed?
Yeah, he left.
I just I got this ring from him and I don't need it anymore. And I wanted well, it's not your problem. I'm sorry.
All right, no, sorry, mate. Well, you could talk to me about it if you want. Tell you what. Why don't you come up to? I'm in flat 7B.
Sure.
I'll make you a cup of tea.
Yeah, I'm coming. Oh,
You all right?
uh, yeah, I'm sorry to intrude like this. I just
No, it's all right, mate. It's all right. You know, I work from home. Not a problem.
it's been a weird day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, feel free to tell me about it. I'm all ears.
It's just I've been kind of lost, and I think that's how I got to the store because
Oh well.
I was walking around and I saw the sign. And then I got into this long conversation with him and I left the store and I got this ring. And I wanted to give it to someone, but then I wasn't sure, and I think it's too late. So I was gonna bring it back.
Like a missed opportunity. You saying?
Yeah, I guess so. Sometimes you don't really.
Well, you know what? Sometimes, mate. Sometimes the first way doesn't succeed. So occasionally you've got to try a different path, you know? And perhaps the second way, or third or fourth way, will finally get through to somebody. But sometimes the first way don't always work, you know?
Sometimes the second and third and the fourth and the 27th and the 80th doesn't work either.
But the important thing is, don't give up the faith.
You know, is that store down there, was it? I mean, I've never had faith, but you have the sense that the guy who ran it, he said his name was Lucian. It's a weird name. He look familiar to you? Like
You know what? It's probably got one of those faces. People say that about me. That, you know.
Yeah, you do have one of those faces too.
Yeah.
It's true.
Let me get you that tea.
Make it extra strong. And scene.